Welcome to Frequency Missing. This game is played in landscape mode with the home button to the right. In Frequency Missing, you can explore menus and the game world by dragging one finger across the screen to listen for objects. When you find an object you want to use, release your finger. Remember to wear your headphones correctly to separate right and left, right and left. Now you will try to find an object in the game world. Hold down one finger on the screen. You can now hear a person whistling. Drag your finger toward the sound until you hear a click. Good.
Hello.
Perfect. You found a person and have started a conversation. Hold down one finger on the screen and move it up and down to hear topics to choose from. Release your finger to select. Now, give it a shot. Try to talk about the weather. The weather.
The weather is great.
Good. Now choose bye, and let's move on.
Bye.
Good. That's it for the tutorial. Now choose New Game in the menu to start the game. Main menu. The game autosaves so you can pick up where you left off.
Oh, my head. What happened? Where am I? It's so dark. Ouch! I'm locked in! Help! Is someone there? I probably shouldn't have done that. If they hear me, they might knock me out again. I hear some rattling. If I feel around, I might be able to locate where that noise is coming from. A screw! I might be able to pry it loose with my hands. There we go. It's still locked. Maybe there are more screws. Another screw! It's starting to give way. Yes!
Chapter 1. 3 days earlier.
April 13th, 8:35 a.m. My first day at work as a reporter for Radio I.D.U.N. Richard would have welcomed me and showed me around, but he disappeared 3 days ago. I'm really worried. Carl might know something about where he is. Hi, Carl. How's it going?
Oh, hi, Patricia. Just fine. How are you settling in?
New at work. Richard, have you read the newspaper today?
No. What's on your mind?
It said the police have closed the investigation on Richard's disappearance.
What? No one has seen him in 3 days.
I know! They claim there's no indication that a crime has been committed. How can they not care about what happened?
I'm sorry. I know you're good friends. Is there anything I can do?
Thank you, but I don't think so. I was so happy when he got me this job and was really looking forward to working with him. Richard's disappearance. Do you know anything about Richard's disappearance?
No, nothing. I was going to snoop around in his office, but someone had locked it.
Do you think there's anything in there?
I don't know. But he spent a lot of late nights in his office. I thought maybe he had left some notes about what he was working on.
Thank you. Thanks, Carl. I'll see you later.
Goodbye.
The lobby. The radio station's lobby. Grandiose and awe-inspiring. You can't help but be impressed by it. The radio station's receptionist. Hello, Monica.
Good morning, Patricia. What can I do for you?
Coworkers. Richard's disappearance. Do you know anything about what's happened to Richard?
Well, not more than anyone else, I believe. The police were snooping around here a few days ago, and I'm reading that they don't think a crime has been committed.
Snooping?
It's good that they investigated, but they could have done it without disturbing everyone. To be honest, we didn't get along very well. He was a very good reporter, but he didn't always think the rules applied to him.
Richard's disappearance. The radio station. Thanks, Monica. The chief's office. A well-furnished office that smells of leather and cigars. Excuse me, Chief. Do you have a minute?
Yes, 1 minute. What do you want?
Locked office. What do you know about Richard's disappearance?
Only what the police have said.
And what is that?
Nothing.
Aren't you concerned about your employees?
Of course I am. There's just not a whole lot I can do about it. We've got radio to produce. I don't have time to worry about something that's out of my hands. I'm sorry, I know the two of you were friends.
But you're the manager. You can't just sit there and hope for the best.
Careful now. Richard's recommendation is the only reason you're here.
Why is Richard's office locked?
The police have already investigated it. They didn't find anything. You have to understand, I don't want other people running around in there causing even more trouble.
They must have missed something.
Are you doubting the police's competence? Stop meddling with things you don't understand and go do your job.
A key cabinet.
Get away from there. Do you often rummage through other people's belongings?
The key to Richard's office is probably in there, but I'll never get to it as long as the chief is here.
I really don't have time for you right now. Go to the newsroom. Maybe you can learn a thing or two about live broadcasting.
The lobby. The newsroom. Monica, the chief said I could go in.
All right, just be careful and don't do anything to disturb them.
The newsroom. Furnishings are simple and functional. It's the heart of the station.
Graywood Steel has a new manager. I'm Stephanie, your host, with today's news. But first, a little music.
A large switch. Do I dare pull it?
What the heck are you doing?
What are you doing, Butterfingers? You just interrupted a live broadcast.
I'm sorry. I lost my balance and fell on the switch.
Get out.
Probably not the smartest thing I've ever done, but it should keep him busy for a while. The chief's office. This key looks like it could open the door to Richard's office.
I don't care whose fault it is. It's your job to make sure these things don't happen.
I'm sorry, Stephanie. We're working as fast as we can. It's good of you to remind me.
We had some temporary technical difficulties, but they're now taken care of, and we will continue with the broadcast.
Oh, the broadcast is up and running again. I better get out of here.
The world's leaders meet at a summit on the environment. The conflict in the South is escalating, and Graywood Steel has a new manager. I'm Stephanie, your host, with today's news.
The lobby.
A little music.
Richard's office. I hope I brought the right key. Yes! Patricia versus Lux, 1-0. Richard's office. Okay, let's see what you're hiding from me. Richard's noteboard. Nothing of interest there. Hold on, there's a VIP card to the Duke Silverglans Club. I didn't know he was a member there. Isn't that a bit too expensive and exclusive for him? I just noticed that the painting is a bit crooked. There's a safe hidden behind it. I doubt the police would have left it alone if they had found it. I might need some assistance opening it. The lobby. Carl's in my office. Carl!
What is it?
I managed to get into Richard's office. Someone had turned the place over, but unlike me, they didn't find the hidden safe. We have to open it.
Nice! I have an idea. Should we go to his office?
Yeah, let's go.
Here, take this contact microphone, place it on the safe, and you might be able to hear when it unlocks.
Wouldn't it be quicker if you did it?
You found it, so it's only fair that you open it as well. I'll keep watch and let you know if someone's coming.
Okay, Richard. Let's see what secrets you've hidden in here. So, how do I do this?
With the contact microphone, you should be able to hear the click from the locking mechanism. When you hear the clunk of the locking bar, you should stop and drag in the other direction. I think these kind of locks usually start to the right, so drag to the right until you hear a clunk, then switch directions. Keep doing that until the safe is open.
No, I think I missed.
You'll have to start over and go to the right. These kind of locks probably reset if you do it wrong.
Yes! Petricia versus locks, 2-0. Now let's see what you thought was worth hiding, Richard.
What did you find?
A tape. I wonder what's on it.
We better listen to this in our office. Let's load the reel into my tape recorder and hear what secrets are hidden on it.
Well, what's wrong with your tape recorder?
It's not my recorder, it's the tape. I'm not entirely sure how I'll fix it. You'll have to give me a few days.
Chapter 2.
April 14th. The chief has given me my first assignment. I'm to interview Samuel Silverglands about the renovation and development of the Duke Silverglands Club. A lot of members are big shots, my boss among them. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I'm going to make the best story I can. I'm already on thin ice after that incident in the newsroom. Sadly, I didn't have time to do much research, but apparently Samuel Silverglands' father passed away about a month ago. Oh, wow! Now I see why the club has Duke in its name. This place looks like something you'd find in a castle, with all the leather, mahogany, and paintings all over the place. The club's bartender. Hello, I'm Petricia from Radio I.D.U.N. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
I suppose that's all right. I'm not too busy at the moment. My name's Victor.
Buy drink. Can I get a drink?
What are you having?
Dry martini. Cognac. I'd like a scotch, please.
My pleasure.
Goodbye. Buy drink. Can I get a drink?
What are you having?
Cognac. Cognac, please.
My pleasure.
I can only carry one drink at a time. I'll leave the old one here. Thank you so much, Victor. The door to the lounge. A lounge with books, a pool table, and expensive armchairs to relax in. He smells of alcohol. Hello, I'm Petricia from Radio I.D.U.N. Would you mind answering a few questions?
From Radio I.D.U.N. Why, yes. I'm Oscar Silverglands, and I would gladly answer your questions, if only my throat wasn't so dry.
Oscar Silverglands. Are you related to Samuel?
Sadly, he is my brother.
Give drink.
A fine cognac with such aromatic complexities. What was it you wanted to talk about?
The club. Samuel. I'm looking for your brother Samuel. Do you know where he is?
Who did you say you were again?
Petricia from Radio I.D.U.N. I'm here to interview him.
Oh, right, yeah. He mentioned something about that. Rather, he bragged about how he was going to be on the radio.
I can't find him. Do you know where he is?
Yes, would you like me to get him?
Yes, please, unless it's too much of a bother.
Hold on. I'll call him for you. He'll be at the bar in a minute. If you don't get any good answers from that wretch, you could always ask him about our father's foundation.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The door to the kitchen. I don't think it'll be appreciated if I snoop around where I don't belong. The door to the bar. Samuel is here. Now I can get my interview. Hello, I'm Petricia from Radio I.D.U.N.
It's about time you showed up.
Interview. Do you have time for the interview now?
Yes, that's fine.
The club. The restaurant. The club. What can you tell me about the Duke Silverglands Club?
I started it 20 years ago.
You started it by yourself? I thought your siblings were part owners.
Just because a piece of paper says so doesn't mean they did anything. I built this club from the ground up.
The club. The restaurant. Your father. The family. I talked to your brother earlier.
Don't listen to a word he says.
So...
That's enough about my brother.
I realize this is a touchy subject, but I think the listeners would want to hear about your father, who passed away last month. You inherited most of his fortune.
I don't hear a question.
I'm wondering how this affects the club and the new restaurant.
Plans for the development have been in place for a long time. With the inheritance, I was able to realize them. That's all I will say about my father.
The restaurant. And you'll soon be opening a new restaurant that'll be open to non-members as well. What's your view on the future?
I thought it was time to do something new, and the restaurant business is very lucrative.
So it's about money?
Don't put words in my mouth. You will cut that from the interview. I felt it was time to give something back to the community. My father was a very generous man, and so am I.
This wasn't very interesting. Maybe I should ask him about the foundation. Can you tell us a little bit about your father's foundation?
I don't want to talk about that.
It'll be a better story, and it's something I think our listeners will want to hear about.
I don't think so.
Trust me, it'll be great.
All right, but keep it short.
Thank you. Can you tell me what kind of foundation it is?
If you haven't even bothered to find out yourself, I'm not going to tell you.
No, I only thought it would sound better if you were the one telling the listeners about it instead of me.
Well, all right. My father created the Silverglands Foundation to help the less fortunate. It was something he cared deeply about.
Thank you. So, why was it that he gave all the money to you without providing something for the foundation?
That's not something I want to discuss. This was supposed to be about my restaurant, not my personal affairs. Your radio station's reputation seems very exaggerated since they said an amateur like you. This interview is over.
A sensitive subject, apparently. I can't leave this place without a real interview. Samuel didn't say much before he stormed off. There has to be someone around who can give me a good story. I guess I can snoop around a bit while I'm here. Richard had a member's card for the VIP room. I could start there. The lounge. The door to the kitchen. A reporter has to be willing to go where she is not welcome. A restaurant kitchen. I didn't know there were so many different kinds of pots and pans. Oh, there's an elevator as well. I wonder where it leads. A rather large chef. Hi, I'm Petricia. Do you have a moment?
A moment. We'll have to talk while I'm working.
The VIP room. The club. Goodbye. Can you help me get into the VIP room?
Why would I do that? Can't you see I've got my hands full?
I'm from Radio...
Quiet. I'm getting an order.
Give me a sirloin steak with red wine sauce.
I haven't got time to listen to the radio. I've got to get those orders ready for the VIP room. The waiter is ill today, and it's going to take me half the day to carry the food up all those stairs.
There's an elevator over there. Can't you use that?
You don't think I know about the elevator? Yes, it goes up to the VIP room, but the engine is busted. According to Mr. Silverglans, an engineer is on the way. He's been saying that for the last 3 weeks.
Thank you very much. Stairs to a basement. Maybe a food cellar? A dark basement. What are you doing here, Petricia? This must be the elevator engine the chef mentioned. Maybe I should try to fix it. No. Yeah. All right, let's see. I'll try the on button, and we'll see what happens. I guess not. It just spun around once and stopped. There are a few different buttons to press here. I wonder what they do. The engine is sputtering. It's not running with full power yet. It's gaining power. Almost there. 4. That's it. Yes! It's working. First Richard safe, now an elevator engine. I'm really on a roll. The stairs to the kitchen. The chef. Hello. I managed to fix the elevator.
I have to thank you. How in the blazes did you pull that off?
It was really technical, but I've picked up a few things over the years.
Well, if my hands weren't so sticky, I'd give you a big hug. How am I ever going to repay you?
Well, could I ride upstairs in the elevator and check out the VIP room?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much. The service elevator. Should I go to the VIP room? Here we go! I'm gonna do the interview of the decade with someone up there. I'm finally in the VIP room. They spared no expense decorating this place. A bearskin on the floor, silk curtains in the windows, and everyone is really dressed up. I hope I can get a good interview with someone here.